Wisdom teething lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Bones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys? Your game's all tight. FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.
Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Welcome to episode, I have to fix these earphones, episodes number 54 of Talking Truth to Teen Issues at Your Tissues. Listen, today we're talking about racism. We got to talk about it. It's out there, it's everywhere. And I have a different perspective on it that I'm pretty sure that you're going to want to hear the truth about racism. We're going to get into it. I have 7 points I want to make with it. And you're going to be absolutely surprised to hear them. It's a must watch, absolute must watch. Then, of course, you know, we have to have our FOUNT segment. And today we're going to talk about avoiding toxins, hallucinogens, people out there using shrooms. People still using shrooms. Dr. D Nice graduated from high school in 1988, and people still doing that. It's been around. Apparently, we're going to talk about it. And let's see. Oh, yeah. These social media posts. People are crazy. The things people do. Give people a camera, and they just go off. And we're going to look at it and see what's going on out there. Our teen archetype today is the Goth. And I've got a message for you Gothers. Are you a Gother? Are you a Goth? I've got a message for you. And in our last story, since today's main DM for the Yute them is about racism, I have a story where I experienced racism when I was in college. And you'll have to hear all about it. Tune in for that. In the meantime, you know what? Let's get right into our main topic for today. You all know what it is. We're talking about racism. I got to set it up. It seems like racism is everywhere. Everywhere you look, somebody's being accused of being racist. But is it true? Is it really racism? Here is the truth about racism. And I have a post to start off that I'm really sure that you all are going to enjoy. This is a man from Jamaica talking about racism in Jamaica. It's everywhere. Let's go. What you got to share with us, sir?
Never heard the word racism a day in my life in Jamaica.
I never know the word racism before I came to the States. Me never hear that word a day in my life at Jamaica. Me never know one name racism, nothing like that.
Translation, he didn't know what racism was until he came to America. He didn't hear about it until he came, the word.
I swear. Yeah, so me come.
Here he came.
Learn the word.
To learn the word.
Experience it.
Experienced it.
Yeah. Never know nothing about that, man. Any Jamaican, if you ask any Jamaican.
He never knew anything about it. If you ask any Jamaican.
That. Ask them if they learned that the word they are Jamaican.
Ask them if they learned that word in Jamaica.
Racism. I want to no comment as a
He wants you all to comment.
Jamaican. If you ever learned that word growing up in Jamaica, I want to no comment and tell me. Because
if you ever heard that word growing up in Jamaica, he wants you to comment and tell him.
Me never learned him, not even in school, high school, primary school, nothing.
Never learned it in high school, primary school, nowhere.
I mean, everybody, when motto always say, out of many one people.
Jamaican motto, out of many one people.
That's all.
As a Jamaican...
So, this is a man, what he's saying absolutely outrageous? He's never heard of racism? What? Jamaica is black. Jamaica, what in the world are we talking about here? Well, let me break it down for you because there are 7 truths to racism that you must understand to see the perspective of where this man has come from, because he spoke no lies. I'm from Jamaica. Y'all know Dr. D Nice is from Jamaica. And let's get right into it. I have 7 truths that you're going to want to hear all about racism. And we are going to work on it together and understand this. When you understand these, you will fully understand humanity and learn how to live peaceably, at peace with each other. Because isn't that what you want? Everybody wants peace, no war. Here's where it starts. You got to start with what I'm about to talk about. Number 1. And these are just random pictures I found on the interwebs about racism. The first thing I would like for you all to know is everybody hates. That's the first truth. Humans will always hate each other. What my guy right there was talking about, say they never know any the word racism in Jamaica ever. He was correct, but there's a nuance. People still hated each other in Jamaica. The Chinese Jamaicans are ostracized. The Indian Jamaicans, I mean, we have a whole derogatory term called coolie that we refer to them as. If I remember growing up, if there's a outbreak of lice in the classroom, it was always the coolie person, not a good word to use. People hate each other. People find you're living beside your neighbor. You find a way to hate them. Neighbor look just like you. There could even be your family, and you hate them. People will hate. Some people choose race because it's obvious and it's easy to differentiate themselves from a person based on a person's appearance. Some people choose race. Other people choose different reasons to hate each other. Your reason for hatred is no better than another person. Just because you don't hate somebody because of their race doesn't mean that you're a better person. There is still hate. That is what racism is about. It's about hatred, and it's just not race why people can hate each other. You can hate each other, bad mind over money, bad mind over things, bad mind over girlfriend, boyfriend, what you don't have, which hood you from. We all hate. That's something in humans that we must work on. And at the end of the video, I will have a solution to it all that we must tune in for. Then number 2, I guess I could just put up my number 2. Number 2 thing about racism is the truth about racism that you must understand is that human beings will always gravitate to the familiar. What do you mean by that, Dr. D Nice? I know you're a doctor, a medical doctor and all, but what does that mean? Gravitate to the familiar? What I mean is that we all tend to congregate among people that kind of look like us, the people that do the same thing, the Haitians over here, the Jamaicans over there, the Americans, the Black Americans over here, the white people over there, the Chinese people over there. We all tend to congregate to the thing that is familiar. No reason to ostracize and be mean to each other just because there is a place where it tends to be all white people. Doesn't mean that they're racist. It just means that that's who they know. Look at your social circle. Is your social circle a hybrid? Maybe yours is, but the majority of people tend to hang out with people that look just like them, believe the same thing they do, and everything. That's just how it is. That's how human people behave. It's easy. We tend to lean towards the easy. Check out my previous video about how we love things that are easy. And that's what happens. Because it's easy to be around people that think the same, look the same, act the same, have the same core beliefs and everything. We all tend to congregate with the familiar. Does not mean that it's a racist thing because you're all surrounded by people that look the same, act the same, talk the same as you. Like I said, we're going to have some solutions at the end too. Right now, we're just going through the truths, the 7 truths. Number 3. These are just random pictures that I thought would be fitting with what we got to talk about today. Humans are prejudiced, and humans have biases and um, stereotypes. It just really, it makes making decisions easy. We talking about, I said we're going to talk about ease. I had a whole video that talks about ease, and we're going to have some solutions, but that's a fact. Humans love ease, and biases, stereotypes, and prejudices, they make it easy to move through life. You see a person, you can quickly judge based on the information that you've been given about a particular group. And then you could just make a quick judgment. You see the potato salad and you're like, who brought it? Married it? No, not gonna eat it because they don't know how to make good potato salad. You've said it. Tell the truth. There have been whole skits on everywhere talking about people's potato salad and unseasoned meat and everything like that. You've seen it. Quickly, you look at somebody and just make a quick judgment. Because, humans, can we stop for a second and just acknowledge that prejudices, biases, stereotypes, they're there because a huge part of a certain population may behave a certain way, or that is the characteristics of a group that is put out there. Black people are lazy. That's put out there. It was put out there for a while, but it's not true. There's some Black people that are lazy. White people can't dance. That is not true. There are some Black people that can't dance. But, the overwhelming majority seems to not be able to dance. Can we just acknowledge some of these things, please? And don't act like stereotypes don't exist among all of us. We all use stereotypes and biases from day to day to make quick decisions. It's the ease of which we do it. We don't stop and question it for a second. And I'm going to get, like I said, we're going to get into that to figure out what some of the solutions are. The number 4, this is just another post. You are a racist, and crossed it out in red. Never underestimate the power of suggestion. What do you mean by that, Dr. D. Nice? Here's the truth. Racism and prejudice is suggested to us all the time in media. We see it. It's crazy how it's just like it's everywhere. Every single time you see a post, it's like if it's a Black person and a white person, it had to be something to do with racism. It's in the news. It's everywhere. Black Lives Matter. All of these people. What are some of the other groups? The Ku Klux Klan. All of them. It's pushed on us like it's just black and white. That's it. And the truth is, the more you look for racism, you will see it. The more you tell somebody they're racist, they will be it. Didn't think about that, did you? It's just like, remember when you were in school and the teacher, you're never gonna be nothing. And some people just end up believing that and become nothing. And some people, of course, that don't listen to that crap, they rise above it. But never underestimate the power of suggestion. There's a marketing thing out there for whatever reason. I don't know who it benefits. And I'm guessing if we sat down for a while, we could figure it out. It benefits somebody for us to hate each other. And we've fallen into it because it's a whole marketing plot to make sure that people are hating each other. Never underestimate the power of suggestion. And I went into one of my points a little bit, but if you're looking for racism, you'll find it. And if you tell people they're racist, they will be it. The next one. This is another post right here. I keep clicking through this. The Book of Racist Stories. I wonder what's in that book. That's a book out there, the Book of Racist Stories. Here's the thing. Non-white people can be equally as racist. You didn't think that, did you? Well, it's true. If we define racism as hatred for somebody because of their appearance, POCs, people of color, because apparently the world now is white people and people of color. Everybody can be racist. If we're just judging people and mistreating people simply because of what they look like, what their skin color is, then it can be racist. Everyone is racist because let's tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. We all have those racist moments where we've judged people harshly, strictly because of how they look. Don't play with me. You know what's up. You know it's true. I ain't lying. All right. Then, this is an anti-racist art activity. That's a cool looking book. All right. We are being trained to be racist. We're being trained to see racism everywhere. Anytime that that's number 6 that we're on. Anytime that there's a police that kills somebody or that somebody shows up at your door in the middle of the night, you assume that this black person that's knocking at your door is about to come kill you and you shoot them. Anytime that you see a police have an altercation with a person on the street and they're black, oh yeah, the police was racist. And that's the narrative that's put out there. And we're being trained just to not even think about it anymore, to instantly just make the assumption that it has to be racism. It has to be racism. There can't be no other reason but racism. That is not true. You know that. Human beings are far more complex than that. There are far more other reasons to hate people. Why are you looking at me? What you got? There's far more other reasons for bad things to happen or to hate people than to just water it down to simply being, it's because they're black, it's because they're white, it's because they're Chinese, it's because they're Asian. I mean, not saying that don't exist, because yes, it does. I'm not saying it does. And I have a whole story about when a professor was racist to me in school. It does exist. It's not everything, though. And we can't just water it down to everything. And we're being trained to just instantly, that's it. That's all you need to think about. It's just racism, and that's all there is to it. You know you're more complex than that. The last one. We already saw this picture, but that's the last one I have. The last one is, there's this, we'll use that one. Good night, racism. We all have good and bad qualities. It don't matter who you are, whether you're black, you're white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Asian, Japanese, African, whatever. We all have good and bad qualities individually and as a group. Can we just acknowledge that? We're not perfect. None of us are perfect. And when we really begin to understand the imperfections with each other, that is when we can be able to get along better. I'm going to have a clap for that one. Applause. We have to have applause for that one. When we all begin to understand that we just in this thing together, we try to fight the devil. And instead of fighting the devil, we fight each other. That's just, that ain't working. That's not working. I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what's going on. And you may be like, Dr. D Nice, you're Jamaican. You didn't really experience, you didn't have slavery. You didn't have the civil rights movement. You didn't experience that. You live in a whole black country. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, sure. It still doesn't take away what I look like. I look like a black person, and I've been able to go through a lot of spaces just the way I am. Look for similarities. That is the point that I'm trying to make. If you go for the easy way out, the quick judging of people, the quickly just assigning hate because of thinking everyone hates you, you're going to miss out on a lot of life. I've worked with a school. There's a private school, a lot of kids, they work hard to get the best grades to get into this super prestigious private school. And these are black kids, done extremely well. And then they go there and they're not taking advantage of the surroundings that they're in because they're busy looking for racism, busy just huddling together and not taking advantage of the situation. The opportunities that were given to them. Different high schools, I've seen that. And I'm just telling you all, when you look for racism, you'll find it. You're going to miss out on opportunities because the truth is, the black person beside you, the white person beside you that looks just like you, the Asian person beside you that looks just like you, all skin folks and kin folks. There are people that you can learn from or even become even more friendly with if you don't cut them off at the knees, cut off the opportunity to bond with other people if you just stop at race. Look for similarities, not differences. When you look for similarities, not differences, you open up your life to opportunities. You open up your life for people to know you and understand you. I have been in a lot of spaces where I've been the only Black person. And when I graduated from medical school and went to Colorado to work, I was one of 88 Black doctors in the entire state of Colorado. I've been in spaces where I've been the only person that spoke English, the only person, Seventh-day Adventist person, the only Christian, the only person with natural hair. I've been having natural hair since I've had natural hair in the 90s. Everybody's rocking their perm back then. I've been the only person where I've been the only non-drinker. There are always places and times where you're going to be the only. Don't let Black be the only thing that you isolate on. Don't let white be the only thing that you isolate on. Or I'm the only Chinese person. I'm the only Asian person. I'm the only African person. If you focus only on that, you're going to miss out on so many opportunities. Life is hard enough. You don't have to manufacture hardship and hatred. That is how we're going to end racism. Look for the similarities. And to end it off, there's this beautiful post that I saw. I just think it's perfect. And here we go. We already looked at that one. This one is good.
Every day when you're walking down the street, and everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day to learn to work and play and get along with each other.
Every day that you're walking down the street. Let's see whose Instagram this is. You gotta go check him out, okay? There he is.
And I say, hey,
Nick Kosher, dime each. That's his Instagram. Please check it out. That's a beautiful song. That's the solution to it all, okay?
every day when you walk.
All right, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Have you ever experienced racism? What did you do? What do you think about the 7 truths that I broke down before you? All right, let's keep going. Living in FOUNT. FOUNT is the 5 keys to wellness and wisdom to help you unlock your best. And today we are talking about, I don't want to transition, right? Today, FOUNT is the 5 keys to wellness and wisdom to help unlock your best. Today we are talking about the, I need a drum roll on my sound machine now. The N in FOUNT, which is for natural. We're avoiding toxins, shrooms. Did you all know people are still doing shrooms? It's a hallucinogen. Apparently it helps you just kind of take you away up there floating somewhere so you can remove your inhibitions and open up parts of your mind that you can see and understand and all of this, take away inhibitions and all. I said that one. What you doing? Let me let you know. That is not the only way to just relax. You need to learn the art of relaxing and enjoying life without a substance, without having something that's taking you to places in your brain and in your mind and in the stratosphere that you don't even know. There's no map in there. And the truth is, at the end of that road, you have removed yourself from the protection of God and his angels. Not really, because he can reach and save you anywhere. But you're out there dancing on the devil's dance floor when you take away your ability to choice. The gift that you were given as a God-created human being is the gift of choice. When you put these substances in your body, shrooms, out there hallucinating, flying high, you are out there removing yourself from your choice. You now are leaving yourself open to the works of the devil and his demons. And don't play it. Don't act like you don't think those things exist. You know it does. Stay away from those things. You don't need it. There are ways that you can relax and enjoy your life and even open up your perspective without that. It just takes time and it takes training, and you still can do it and maintain your consciousness, your control, the ability to make decisions, the God-given ability to make decisions. That's your message in Fount today. Let's head on to social media. What's going on out there in social media? I gotta play this one more time. Because, I really like that song. What's going on there? It's Social Butterfly Training. Let's go.
As an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We could learn to work and play and get along with each other.
Yeah, that's a cool song right there. Who posts that? Who's that? Okay, there you go. You can look them up and see what's going on over there. All right, what else what else is going on social media? What are they doing? What are they doing? They're barbecuing ice and seasoning it. They season it in the ice. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm done. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh. It's like a human sound wave. Look at that. They're moving to the beat. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm too claustrophobic. I'm not claustrophobic. It's just a lot of people. I'd be wondering, like, how am I gonna get out? How am I gonna go to the bathroom? How'd that work? You just go on yourself? Is that what you do when you're in a crowd like that? Or are you just so excited and to be around that you just don't want to pee no more? I don't know. That seems like a lot. I'm scared. I'm scared with this one. What is going on? I'm scared. This one has me super scared. You all know I got my Rodecaster Pro and it's got the sound effects now, and I'm still trying to get used to them. Everything is not quite where I want it to be, but that is ridiculous. There's no way I'm jumping from that thing. Suppose somebody drop on my head. That ain't right. Ooh. Oh, it's a 4x4. Like, we're gonna make it. They didn't even show us to the end to see what happened. This is another truck. Different version. Nah, that's a professional. That's Photoshop used for good and not evil. Poor kitty. Cats hate water, right? That poor thing thought his life was done forever. Ha! Ha! Yes, I had this delicious omelet this morning. I seasoned the eggs with sugar, oil, and chocolate. Then I threw in a little flour for some texture. It was absolutely nutritious. It was. Yay! It was. Best dish I ever made. Don't believe everything on the social media. Don't believe everything. Oh, I'm telling you, this is the worst. Don't even play. Just looking at the picture, I can't handle it. I can't. Oh, no. Oh, man. The accuracy here. What is he? Is he driving a... Hey, man, acting like he's just cutting it with, like, some scissors in his hand. That's a pro. He's been driving this thing since he was a child. He had to. He started doing this at age 5. It's just like, You see how close he just get to the... You know what? I saw him move one rock. I saw it. He should be fired. Fired, I tell you. That's scary. That's scary. Why did they do that? What are they doing? What are they doing? No! And then they crawl back up. Do you see how they come out? It's not like there's a ladder or nothing. They are just climbing up the walls. I'm not doing that. Some of those guys on the y'all see these other guys is like, I ain't doing it. You on your own, son. No way. We not playing. No way. No. She got launched into space. That's all there is. She weighs like 2 pounds. If that was me, I'd probably move off the thing like 2 inches. By the way, it's 2016 in Ethiopia. I don't know what that means. Well, it's 2016 in Ethiopia. Apparently their calendar is a little different than ours. That's kind of cool though. Happy New Year, Ethiopia. Whoa, that's intricate. I always wonder how these ladies can do that. I mean, I could cornrow, but I can't make these super... You know what? I'm gonna give myself some credit. I'm sure if I practiced, I could do it, right? I'm sure I could. I am sure, absolutely sure, with a little practice, I could do it. With a little practice, I could do it. I know I could. Okay, let's see what. Oh no, I'm not playing this either. No, thank you. I don't know. They can say it's safe and you're bubble wrapped and everything, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That's not it, guys. That's another the social butterfly training. Let's just go into our teen archetype. Okay, today I've got a message for the goth. And actually, I'm going to do a video on Grimes. Do you know who Grimes is? And that's what inspired me to do the video on the teen archetype. Teen archetype today is the goth. This was inspired by Grimes. Do you know who Grimes is? That's Elon Musk's baby mother. Yes, I think they have three kids together. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do a video, but I had a message for the goth. While I was noticing, it's like, goths still exist. When I was in high school, I graduated from high school in 1988. They still have goths even now. They probably had goths before then. They're dark, sinister. And listen, I appreciate the goth trying to stand out and be different. I appreciate them questioning certain norms. Why does it all have to be this way? What scares me about the goths is that they tend to dance with the devil. And I'm not sure why questioning certain things have to be associated with being demonic. And I'm not sure why it needs to be that way. Because you can question certain things and ask and be curious and want to be different without dancing with the devil. Now, if you are a dancing with the devil goth, remember that does not have to be the only solution for questioning things, questioning things that are social norms. Doesn't mean that you have to go all devil worship and all with it. And the drugs. We don't need to talk about that. Anyway, let me just wrap up today in our frontal lobe training. I'm going to tell you my story about the time when a professor was racist to me. We got to set it up. My college nursing professor was racist. This is what happened. I was in nursing school, and you're like, Dr. D. Nice, I thought you went to medical school. I did. I got my bachelor's in nursing before I went to medical school. And I actually was in nursing school with my brother. My brother's a year and a half older than me, and I skipped grades when I was younger, and we ended up being in school through most of elementary school because I skipped grade in elementary school, middle school, high school, college. We went through together, and we ended up majoring in nursing together, and we're in the same classes for our nursing program. Okay, there's the background. We had a professor that we had to turn in this nursing care plan. The first nursing care plan we had to turn in, you'd have to look it up to figure out what it is. It's just the plan that the nurses will have to take care of the patients. A nursing care plan. Yeah. And we turned in the first one. Myself and my brother got ours given back to us. It said we needed to fix something. Now, I'm going to be honest. That first one, I didn't know what I was doing. My brother didn't know what I was doing. Neither of us didn't know what we were doing. And, because we maybe were vibing off each other's energy, we thought maybe we could put something together real quick and just turn it in and pray for the best. Please don't. You done that before. We did that. I will give it back. The first time she turned it back to us, I was like, you know what? Even though I didn't do my best, I still don't think you should have turned it back. Maybe a bad grade, but straight just give it back. I don't know about all that. But, the instructor, she's a white woman. Whatever it is, she made her corrections and said, okay, you're going to have, both of you have to fix this, because it was two separate care plans, not the same one as a joint thing. One care plan for him, one care plan for me. We were the only Black kids in the program. Maybe there was another person. I just can't remember. I think we were the only ones. Let's just say right now we're the only one, this brother-sister duo. She told us what to correct. We corrected it, did better, took some time, each corrected our own little care plan, looked over each other's like, okay, you did that? Yeah, we did it. Turned it back in. My girl turned it back to us. No, it will not do. Here you go. Like, okay, fine. Maybe we just still didn't know what we were doing. We're just having that fake twin vibe, and we're both making the same mistakes because we are at home working on it together. Fine. Let's try to fix this. The mistakes that she corrected, we fixed them again. Gave it back to her. She gave it back to us, and this time she corrected her own corrections. The things that she told us to fix before, she told us to fix again. I'm like, okay, no, something's wrong here. I'm like, okay, we were getting mad now. Both of us at the same time. The same thing, two different projects. We turned it in separately, and this is the third time we're doing the thing. We've corrected our mistakes this time again, gave it back to her. Same thing. She gave it back to us to do it over and corrected her own corrections. The things that she said we didn't do right, we had to fix again. Everybody else's project went through except for the two Black brothers and sister duo in the class. I mean, we never ran her over in the parking lot. We said good morning every morning when we came into class because we got manners and we Jamaican people. We never called her out her name because we got manners and we Jamaican people. Not saying all Jamaican people have manners, but that's how we roll. Yes, ma'am. No, I don't remember doing nothing to this woman. Maybe she have me up because of something I don't know. The only thing that this could be watered down to was race. Or maybe she hate brothers and sisters. Maybe her and her brother had issues and she didn't like to see two brothers and sisters getting along so good. I don't know. But I know she was racist. There has to be some racism in there somewhere. Finally, we took it to the dean. And the dean was just like, oh, this is not making any sense. We had proof. We showed how she corrected her own corrections. And they went and talked to her and resolved the situation. Of course, we passed the class because, I went to medical school. We graduated. My brother worked later as a nurse. We passed the class. But it was a mess. That was the first time I obviously felt like somebody was racist towards me. Maybe my brother had other options. We were in Texas. I don't think Texas was a racist state either. I'm not going to lie. I lived in Texas. I love Texas. We'll talk about that another time. Here's the thing. People will hate you for many reasons, and some people choose race. Some people don't. here what you can do. Instead of looking at them as being racist, you could just say, they're hateful. They hate you because of something. That one little change could make a world of difference in how you move through the world. Number one, wisdom understands that racism is everywhere. People can't, and racism, when I say people just want to hate you for something, and sometimes people hate because of race. I acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge that. Number two is, you, at least when such situations happen, when people are hating you because of one thing that you can't do anything about, what you can look at is, there something I can change? Was I mean or rude to them? Because sometimes, there was something in there, and it's okay to just ask the question, what's up? What you doing? Why is this interaction between us happening like this? I don't know. I never asked her then, the teacher, and then I was young. I didn't think about it. But there you go. You can ask the person, what's up? And then if that doesn't work out, you seek help. Whatever help is, sometimes it's a boss, an authority figure, legal help, whatever it is that you need to remove person from judging you or being hateful towards you just because of something that you cannot change, you look into that. And then there is stupidness. You walk around thinking, no one ever hates me. I am loved by all. Or you do the absolute opposite. Everybody hates me, and the only reason they hate me is because I am Black, white, Chinese, Indian, Asian, Japanese, African, fill in the blank. Remember, there's wisdom and there's stupidness. Choose wisdom. Also remember, show me your brightest, show me your best, show me the latest guru. God's wisdom lets theirs look like stupidness. We're done for the day, and we'll talk to you all later. I'll see you all. So, as you can see, I pre-recorded this one because I'm heading away for a conference. I recorded it on Wednesday, of course. It's just early in the day. Sorry you couldn't participate in the actual live chat, but every Wednesday, I promise you a show, and there you go. I'm off to my conference now. Wish me well as I drive down the street. There will not be a video on Thursday or Friday, maybe even the weekend too, because there's stuff that I would have not ended up doing that I should have done, and because I was away at the conference. So I might have to catch up on my housework because, I'm a whole wife and a mother and all of that. Okay, all right, I'm rambling. I gotta go. Bye, y'all. Take care. Until next time, you know how it goes. Oh, I'm still getting used to this thing.
Wisdom teething